So you just bought yourself a Bowflex, maybe it was used, maybe it was new, whatever it is, it still costs you a pretty penny. So you need to make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck for the money that you just spent. And in order to do so, you're gonna have to invest in a couple of extra attachments that probably didn't come with your unit. I'm specifically talking about, ropes. With these ropes, you can do so much more with your Bowflex, and they're cheap as hell. Like, they're cheap and they're worth it. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you 8 exercises that you can only do with these, or that you can do better just by having these, and definitely get the most bang for the buck out of your Bowflex. I'm gonna put links in the description down below to both of them that I have here, as well as several other Amazon attachments and accessories for Bowflex that I think that you should also get. Let's look at 8 exercises that you can do better or only with these ropes. And while I'm setting up, do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it and maybe even the subscribe. I do these types of videos and other health and fitness videos several times per week. Okay, we're gonna start with the tricep pushdown rope is what they traditionally call this. And the reason that this is so important to have is it allows you to accomplish something with this style of rope that you cannot accomplish on the Bowflex without it, which is having 2 hands close together holding something and doing an exercise. You know, you got an arm over here, an arm over here. You have different things. You might be able to do similar motions, but to really get those arms together close, you got to have 2 different handles, 2 different types of things you can grab onto on one side, and this accomplishes that. So we're going to start with the first exercise, which is a standard tricep pushdown. Now I'm going to go to the side of the machine and pull this way, which is something I don't recommend, but for the sake of showing you on this video how this works, you know, you got your hands together just like this. You're keeping your elbows locked in and not letting them, you don't want them moving back and forth. They're staying right there by my side, and I'm using the triceps to push these down. Again, you can't do this without this type of attachment or accessory. You can't do this with the regular handles. You got to have 2 things to hold on to, and this does it. Now, a lot of people also like to put an extra little variation on the end of these, which is you pull them out just a little bit. Try to turn it this way, right? See that? So what that does, it gives it a little bit of extra contraction at the end, and really, you should do it this direction. Always do, if you're working one side of the machine, don't do it over to the side. You don't want to be pulling it this way and cause a possible tip. If you're only going to be using one side, try to stand facing it just like this, so that if you're pulling it, you're actually pulling the machine this way. No chance of it tipping over, or little chance. So that's the first exercise. The tricep push down rope is literally great for a tricep push down, something that you can't accomplish the way that you can accomplish with this particular accessory. On to exercise dose. Let's talk about another great exercise that you can't do unless you've got this. It is a cable face pull. A cable face pull simply means you're going to grab both of these and you're going to hold it kind of like this. My hands, you can see my grip is kind of like that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this back towards my face. And as I do, the actual cable spreads apart and wraps around each side of my head. I'm pulling back, I'm squeezing my lats, I'm really kind of squeezing my traps. Again, don't do this typically from the side, just doing this for demonstration purposes, but you'll kind of have these out like this, and you'll pull it, and see it's almost hitting my face, but I'm squeezing the snot out of my traps and my lats back there, and also I'm engaging a lot of my core muscles just to stay upright and to stay kind of in place. So the second exercise, another reason you gotta have a tricep double rope like this, are face pulls, because they are an awesome back exercise. Now, the single ropes have a lot of value because they allow me to do a couple different things. One is I can change positions a little bit easier, a lot of different angles and variations, but because of the length from the hook to the bottom of here, that's a lot more range of motion that we're going to be able to get on our exercises. If this was a handle, a regular handle, my hands would be up here, but these rods can only bend so far. So by starting high like that, I can't go as low as I'd want because those rods won't bend like that. But these will. We're gonna be doing a lat pull down. Sort of similar to if you were sitting on the machine and going like this. We're just gonna grab the handles in front of us. All we're gonna do is we're gonna grip it in a hammer style grip and just go straight down. See now right here, I can't do this typically with the regular handles, but because of the length of these ropes, I can push down way further and hold it down there. That is a good lat pull down. Third exercise, one of the main reasons you need these two single pull down ropes is so you can do some gnarly variations of a lat pull down. All right, so we're gonna do another version of a lat pull down exercise. You know, these things are so great for your triceps, your shoulders, and your back. Now, if I was at the gym, one of my favorite exercises to do on the cable machines are a lat pull down where I'm holding the bar, I'm standing like this, I'm grabbing it, and I'm simply pulling it down to my sides. But this machine, the way that it's set up and with the stuff that comes with it, you really can't do that very well, or at least not the way that I like to do it. So here's what I would like to do. Again, I'm at the gym like this, and I'm grabbing it and pulling it down, grabbing it and pulling it down. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep my hands here, and I'm simply gonna go back. Oh, look where my hands are. They're right there where these are, and it's just nice. We're gonna grab each one and do the same thing. Pull down. And this is actually really working my lats and my lower back. My lower back is really having to contract, and my core muscles too, to be able to do this move. Again, it's simply a variation of being at the gym and doing this and pulling down. I'm gonna do it again, just like that, grab it, and I'm pulling it down, but I'm doing it with hammer style grip. So my hands are still like this instead of like that. And just, man, that is a good squeeze on the back. So that's one of the main exercises of why you need these ropes. Let's go to the next exercise. Okay, we've done a lot of high to low and a lot of high kind of pulling and stuff, but now we're gonna do something that's more of a cable low type of thing. And so what we're gonna do is we've connected each one of the singles, as you can see here, to each side of the bottom of the machine. What we're gonna do is something more like this, where we're gonna lean back, we're gonna grab each one of those, and we're gonna bring them out here in front of us. This is a great exercise for not just your back, but it's a really nice pec squeeze as well, so it's a nice chest workout and even a nice shoulder workout. And again, because of the length of those ropes, I can pull them way farther out in front of me and have my hands way farther out in front of me than I could if it was just the handles. So the extra length of these ropes gives me more range of motion. So let's show you how that works. And we're simply gonna go out right in front of us. Gonna squeeze the pec whenever we get there. It's almost too easy of an exercise not to do. I don't know if that makes sense. Again, look how far in front my hands are. I would not be able to pull them out that far in front of me if I was just using the regular handles that came with the machine. So that's another great exercise and a great reason why you gotta make sure to have these ropes. Let's go to the next one. You know, a lot of the value of these ropes isn't just the increase in the number of exercises you can do, but it's the increase in the range of motion that makes already exercises that you're already doing even more effective. A great example of this is a cross body pull across, right? So something kind of like a fly, single arm fly. I couldn't do this as well with the standard handles, but because of the extra length again, the range of motion that these give me, I can grab these and pull them across my body for a great fly action. So a great back workout and even a great shoulder workout, core workout, stabilizing. Let's show you how that works. I got them on each side here, and so all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab one of these, I'm reaching across my body. See, the right hand goes to the left one, left hand goes to the right one, and sometimes I'll even stabilize myself by grabbing up here at the top, and I'll just take it and I'll pull it across my body just like that, keeping my arm mostly straight with a little bit of bend in it, using my hand up here to stabilize me. I'll do the desired number of sets, and I'm gonna go to the other side, brace myself, and here we go. Again, if I had the handles, I could not pull these down as far. So this rope really, I'm feeling that on my triceps too. Being able to do this type of exercise adds to what I can do and how effective I can do it. On to the next one. There's a lot of great exercises that are done with your hands together. We showed you the tricep pushdown earlier. Well, now we're gonna do something that's closer. It's gonna be a cable rope pull, but it's almost similar to like a preacher curl. Preacher curls, your hands are usually up like this, but they're pretty close together, and you're doing a bicep curl. We're gonna do the same thing with this rope, And you can't do this exercise without something like this that allows you to put your hands together. We're gonna put the rope on the bottom of the lower side. Please do not do exercises that you're pulling on the machine side to side. I'm a broken record on that, but you don't want to pull and have this thing tip over on you. It is a workout that you do not want. All we're going to do is grab it. Hear me? I'm clicking them together. I'm going to keep them together. I'm simply just going to do this. I might step back a little bit for some extra resistance, and that's all that is. But again, you can't do this with the standard handles. You got to have something you can hold on to with both hands on one side. But the rope bicep curl is one of the most effective bicep exercises, not just for strength training and muscle growth, but it's also great for a pump. If you do a finisher with this and go till failure with that bicep curl, you're gonna notice it. That's when you start taking pictures for the gram, right? Or TikTok, whatever you're gonna do. Earlier we did the back single arm fly. Now we're gonna do 2 arms. So a lot of times at the gym, now remember, I keep mentioning the gym, and if you've watched my previous videos, it's because I'm always saying that if you're trying to learn how to use a Bowflex, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just do what you would do at the gym. Try to recreate the same thing at the gym or at home that you would do at the gym. When I'm at the gym, one of my favorite exercises are cable flies. I'll grab one side with this hand, one side with this hand, and I pull them like this. We're gonna do that here. Now you can do this with regular handles, but again, you don't get the same stretch or same range of motion as you would with these single ropes because of their extra length. So this is how this works. Grab my left hand to the right one, my right hand to the left one. Just gonna stand, gonna engage my core and probably my butt cheeks. Don't look, but I gotta make sure that my torso and my core holds my body up, and I'm simply gonna cross them and pull them. Oh boy, that's what I'm talking about. One of the other values of these types of rope is, as you're gripping it, the way that these bells at the bottom are set up, your hand rests on that. It's real comfortable to just grab it and pull it. When you're using a regular handle, something like this, what ends up happening is you try to hold it. If you're gonna grab it like this, it can slide. It depends on the direction that you're pulling it from, and it can end up being not a very comfortable grip. They're great for doing something like this or turning it over, but as soon as your hand starts to get a little bit of an angle, things start to get a little bit funky. So the ropes are important because they are an incredibly comfortable grip, whether you're going straight down, whether you're pulling them up, or even going to the side. They're very versatile with the angles. So that's it. Those are 8 exercises that you can do better or only just by having these ropes. If you like this video, please hit like on it, maybe even to subscribe. I do these types of videos and other health and fitness several times a week. I'm gonna put a link up here somewhere to my full video of Bowflex accessories that I think that you need. But again, if you're only gonna go for one accessory, if you've only got a little bit of change in your pocket to throw at this, do it for these. 15 bucks maybe, 13 bucks maybe, somewhere in that general range. Links in the description down below. That's it. Thanks y'all so much for watching these Bowflex videos. You told me to talk less and I tried, but it's still a long video. It's 8 exercises. I'm gonna go now. Peace out.